Hi, I'm Ashley, the founder of Elemental Growth, here to talk to you today about inflammation and the ways that you can fight inflammation, become free of it, and start healing whatever diseases and ailments are getting in your way from doing the work you're here to do so that you can actually enjoy this life and age well and feel really good in your body. So I did write a blog about this, and that's what I'm going to read from today. Let's dive in. Whether your inflammation causes you pain, gut, or skin issues, it all occurs for the same reasons. Inflammation is the body's natural response against foreign bacteria, viruses, and infection. When your body senses a threat, it will trigger the release chemicals and white blood cells. With some conditions, the immune system's response is inflammatory, even when there's no threat. For those suffering from autoimmune disease, the results damage internal tissues, causing high blood pressure, painfully swollen and stiff joints, and encourages the growth of irregular cells or cancer cells. For me personally, inflammation affects my hormones. It affects psoriasis, something that I've had since I was a child. And with my hormones, the inflammation will affect my PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I'll talk about that in other blogs. So, inflammation as a bodily function is awesome when the body is injured or ill. In a healthy body, inflammation is the normal and effective response that encourages healing. The lymphatic system activates the immune system's army of white blood cells to the area of concern. However, when inflammation persists day in, day out, even when you're not threatened by a foreign invader, inflammation can become your enemy. Many major diseases, including cancer, heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, depression, and Alzheimer's, have been linked to chronic inflammation. For diseases that aren't autoimmune, like asthma, which is inflamed airways, inflammation is still a symptom of your body's attempt to heal itself. Thankfully, today many doctors are figuring out that the cure to inflammation is not in the pill or other over-the-counter options. They are influenced to prescribe by the pharmaceutical industries, by who run the board of their actual education. So all their training is geared towards that one system, which works, but that's also a far stretch. You don't have to resort to pharmaceuticals right away, and you don't have to resort to surgery right away. Our thought should be to take care of these things, get to the roots of them, whether that be in primary food or in our actual nutrition. All right. So many experimental studies have shown that compounds of food or beverage may have anti-inflammatory effects. This was stated by Dr. Frank Hugh, professor of nutrition and at Harvard School of Public Health. So inflammation can be painful and uncomfortable. The best way to fight inflammation is by creating a diet that contains a variety of antioxidants. So if you want reference to that or anything, you can get that on my actual blog. So here are my top antioxidant-rich foods that are best at fighting inflammation. These foods actually increase the beneficial bacteria in your gut and turn off any inflammatory genes that are causing you issues. I also want to note that small changes are typically more sustainable and easier for the body to adapt to. So I encourage you to add in more of these foods one day at a time and have fun with it. Experiment and discover the right foods to reduce your symptoms. Consistency is really key here. That's what helps you build the momentum. If you're messing up and eating the wrong foods, this could accelerate the inflammation and disease process. So just as a little side note, since this is a blog and I'm recording this to you here, so I'll just give you a little personal story. So if I'm eating foods that I know will give me inflammation. So for me, that is citrus will give me an inflammation response. I get pretty bloated from citrus, and also my mouth will get sores or just feel kind of funny. And dairy gives me a pretty bad inflammation to the point where I can sometimes I become really susceptible to the to everything else around me. So if someone has a cold and I've eaten dairy, I'm gonna get that cold. It just like shoots down my army. It just wants to go and fight itself and fight that dairy. So that's one that I do stay away from. And it takes almost 60 days for some of these things to get out of your system. So if I do slip up in that way, then I know that it's going to take a long time to get myself back. Now, there are other ways with probiotics and prebiotics, and of course these inflammation anti-inflammatory foods that I'm going to share with you here, okay? So the first one on my list is leafy greens. We all know we should be eating them, right? These are high in natural antioxidants and polyphenols, which are the protective compounds in plants. Greens such as spinach, kale, and collards are extremely high in antioxidants, vitamin A and C, as well as vitamin K, which can additionally protect your brain against oxidative stress caused by free radical damage. Fruits and vegetables such as beets fight to repair the cell damage caused by inflammation. Tomatoes, apples, pineapples, and berries, particularly blueberries, are rich in antioxidants to restore cellular health, as well as anti-inflammatory flavonoids. So that's really where a lot of the color pigments come from, and why foods with higher, like such bright, vibrant colors are going to have more anti-inflammatories. The top of this category, though, is celery as the stalk or as the seed, because they have a lot of anti-inflammatory flavonoids as well. The top of this, celery also helps lower inflammation and helps fight bacterial infections. Broccoli is also another one. It is high in potassium, magnesium, and is an antioxidant powerhouse because of all of its vitamins, flavonoids, and carotenoids. Let's come into spices now, spices and herbs. Yeah, I love this. So it's continually being documented and valued for their anti-inflammatory effects. My favorites being turmeric and ginger. Turmeric because its compounds like curcumin, which prove to be critical and anti-inflammatory. Curcumin is among the most potent anti-inflammatory agents in the world. A recent study out of Japan actually discovered that curcumin significantly reduced inflammatory markers. Ginger is another immune booster that helps reduce inflammation caused by overactive immune response. In Ayurveda, ginger is praised for its ability to boost the immune system even before, I lost where it was. It is believed that ginger and other spices like cayenne, which warm the body, can help break down the accumulation of toxins in your organs and fat issues, which is also known as a cleanse the lymphatic system. We learn a lot more about cleansing and things when we get into our fall elimination series, and that's going to be next fall one's in October, but I don't have the dates yet. But that's a really fun group to join if you want to get into cleanse and detox and things like that. It's a really good time of year. It's a good time of year to do that stuff, whether you're doing it with me and the group, or even on your own or with your own accountability partner. So let's get back to it here. I've got number 4, nuts like almonds, walnuts. They're really good too because they contain healthy oils that contain phytonutrients, which help protect against metabolic syndrome, cardiovascular problems, and type 2 diabetes. Avocado, coconut, olives, fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, tuna, sardines also contain healthy oils associated with anti-inflammatory reduction. However, beware of where you're sourcing your fish from. Some sources may be contaminated with GMO and artificial enhancers and mercury. So I came to some new research since I published this blog, because this is actually over a year ago, what I'm reading from right now. And what I found is actually some of the best sources. If you want to go plant-based, that would be like your hemp seeds, your chia seeds, flax seeds. If you are adding in fish or supplements, krill is a really good one, especially supplements. Onnit has a great one, so I'll link that below, and that's what I've used to help. But I also rely a lot on whole foods, so chia seeds and things. The supplements are just there to supplement. So seeds contain fatty acids as well, and when found in nature are more balanced than the fats found in the SAD diet or standard American diet. Chia seeds benefits offer both omega-3 and omega-6, which should be consumed together. Chia seeds reverse inflammation, regulate cholesterol, and lower blood pressure. Additionally, flax seeds provide antioxidants for anti-aging, hormone balance, cellular health, and support the growth of probiotics in the gut. Both these seeds are extremely beneficial to consume for your health. And I do try to eat both in my day. I actually eat a lot of seeds, probably more seeds and vegetables, I think, are the base of my diet. Finn likes his nuts and he likes his fruit. And his oats and grains too. Okay, back to it here. I'm confident that an active lifestyle fueled by fresh, whole, and anti-inflammatory foods will eliminate toxic buildup and can have positive effects on your physical and emotional health. By crowding out inflammatory foods and anti-inflammatory foods, let me repeat that again. By crowding out inflammatory foods with anti-inflammatory foods, not only will your symptoms be relieved, but may even set you on the path towards being your healthy best. Antioxidant foods, as well as essential minerals and healthy fatty acids, assist our healing. A diet high in vegetables, fruits, sprouted seeds, and even wild meats, if meat helps you thrive, can regulate your immune system and impact the way inflammation affects your body and life. By adding in the anti-inflammatory foods that fight inflammation and restore our health at a cellular level, your body can begin to repair itself. And once you find foods that heal your body and satisfy your palate, you can remove the inflammation-causing offenders without feeling deprived. Because that's really the goal, right? We know collectively what has to go and what actually benefits us, right? It's that we have to adjust our palate, which takes about 2 weeks for your taste buds to readjust if you're eliminating something. And as well as, like, you actually need to know what it is that you like. It takes about 13 times of trying something. If after 13 tries you're still like, I hate this, it doesn't matter what way I go, then that's not the food for you. But, you know, give it a go and just see and try a few different ways and see what your taste buds actually do like, and bring awareness to the fact that they will change. They change. We're changing all the time. So you don't have to feel deprived. If you take a little step at a time, day by day, keep the momentum going. Just say, just for today, instead of dairy, I'm going to eat cauliflower. Not saying that that's one that I did. I'm sure I probably did at some point, but that's just came to me. So just for today, instead of this, I'm going to have this. And if you don't do it that day or something, whatever, say it again the next day. Eventually it will stick, and eventually you'll go that 60 days and you'll know what foods aren't working for you. You'll know what foods are working for you, and you're not going to feel deprived because you're already on the journey and you're learning how to enjoy these other foods. You're training your body to reprogram itself to do what it's meant to do, thrive. An added herbology hack is to mix coconut oil with turmeric. This can reduce inflammation internally and externally. Herbs and oils that work together to form anti-inflammatory partnerships are still studied today. One study in India discovered that the high levels of antioxidants present in coconut oil reduced inflammation and healed arthritis more effectively than leading medications. Coconut oil is also a heat-stable oil, making it one of the best for preparing all of those anti-inflammatory vegetables. Look for words like cold press and virgin when you're purchasing your oils. So yes, coconut oil, amazing. Internally, externally, another really good one is olive oil and avocado oil. Avocado oil can be heated. Olive oil, it's going to turn into an anti-nutrient if you heat it. Especially if you heat it over, I think you can go up to about 350, but I wouldn't push it. If as soon as it starts to smoke, that turns into an anti-nutrient and it's not going to serve you. The best way to use olive oil is raw in a salad or noodles, or to drizzle on pizza afterwards, or to make a vinaigrette, or I use it in herbology all the time to infuse my herbs. I love this stuff. The sun is great for is a great amount of heat to infuse your oils with olive oil, or infuse your, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I'm at the end here. I'm going to wrap it up by saying, if you found this article helpful, or I guess I should say webinar or whatever this is, this video helpful, check me out. I am Ashley Michaud, Master Coach, INHC, HHC, and author of the book, Be the Change, Your Guide to Elemental Growth. I am passionate about sharing nature's messages, liberating and empowering you to be the change you wish to see in yourself and the world around you. You can learn more about me at elementalgrowth.org, or get social by following me on Instagram, or subscribing to this channel. My Instagram is I am Elemental Growth. My YouTube channel and Pinterest are just Elemental Growth. And I share healthy tips and inspirations daily. So I look forward to seeing you and guiding you on this journey. I love you guys.